All right, General Math, welcome to your General Math Chapter 7 assignment video. You have this in your possession. This is 15 points. This is due at the end of the hour if you are in school on Friday the 23rd, or it is due on Monday if you have e-learning. All right, so let's take a look here. This is from Algebra 2 back in the day when I taught it. Numbers 1 through 6, solve each system. We did an okay job solving systems on our quick check, which we should expect this quiz either Monday or if we don't have school, later. All right, so solve the system. So what we're going to do here is you have opposite signs. Negative 3y, positive 3y. Opposite means you add. 2x and 4x gives you 6x. 9 plus 9 gives you 18, so x is 3. I'm going to take 3, and I'm either going to plug it into equation 1 or 2. I want to solve for y. I like that y is positive right there, so I'm going to use equation 2. 4 times x plus 3y is 9. 12 plus 3y is 9. Y is a negative 3. 3y is a negative 3. Y is a negative 1. All right? It would be an easier one because the y's, they match up. You cancel them right away. Number 2 is a clear-cut case of substitution. I know what y is. I'm going to plug that in I'm going to plug this in for y in my first equation. X plus 2 times y is 7. I'm going to do a distribution. X plus 10x minus 4 is 7. 11x, add 4 to both sides. 11x is 11. X is 1. That's a very pleasant answer. Again, do a little distribution, combine like terms. I'm going to take that 1 and obviously plug it into equation 2. Y is 5 times 1 minus 2. Y is 3. All right, clear-cut case substitution. Then on number 3, we get to a question where we're going to have to multiply. Got to ask yourself, do I want to multiply the top equation by 3 or the top one by 4? You can get rid of x or y, it doesn't matter. Again, you can multiply the top equation by 4, add the two equations together, and you're going to get y is equal to 5. Or you can get rid of the y, so multiply this top equation by 3. So now equation 1 looks like this, negative 3x plus 3y is 6. Add those two equations together, and I get y equals 3. Y equals 3. So I get x equals 3. All right, nice. And I'm going to then plug that into equation 1 where it says negative x plus y is equal to 2. I get negative 3 plus y is 2. Y is 5. 3, 5, 3, 5. All right. Right here, doesn't matter if you want to get rid of x or y. You're going to multiply the top equation by 3. 3x plus 12y is 24. 3x plus 12y is 2. 3x and 3x become 0 through subtraction. 12y and 12y become 0 through subtraction. So I'm going to subtract. Everything cancels. I get 0 equals 24 minus 2 is 22. That is false. That is no solution. Again, you can't say false. You either got to write the no solution symbol or write out the words no solution. All right, take a look at number 5. I'm going to multiply this top equation by 4 because, again, here I'm subtracting. So, again, I would rather multiply just a single equation by something than having to multiply both. You could multiply the top equation by 3 and the bottom one by 8 and then add them together. All right, or I can multiply the top equation by 4. Equation 1, equation 2, then I'm going to subtract. 4 and 4 become 0 if I subtract. All right, 32 minus a negative 3 is 35. 108 minus 3 is 105. 35x is 105. X is 3. X is 3. Okay, I want to use equation 1 because I have a single y all by itself. So 8 times x plus y is 27. 24 plus y is 27. Y is 3. Y is 3. 3 would be my solution. Okay. Take a little pause here. Again, pause this video whenever you need. Don't logag too much as this is due at the end of the hour. I'm thinking, here we are, Thursday, 3:51 p.m. I'm thinking you're going to have school tomorrow. All right. Thinking, though, if you get the weather you're supposed to, I don't think you're going to have school on Monday. All right. Those are my predictions. I would like to get rid of the y's because I want to add. So I'm going to double equation 1. I'm going to double equation 1. 2x minus 12y is 88. 9x plus 12y is 0. I'm going to add those two equations together. 2x and 9x is 11x. 11x is 88. X is 8. All right, x is 8. So with that, I mean, I don't like the negative y in there, but x is all by itself. I'm going to use equation 1. 8 minus 6y is 44. Subtract 8. Just be careful. You got to divide by a negative 6. If you don't want to mess with any negatives, then you could use equation 2. Say 9 times x plus 12y is 0. 72 plus 12y is 0. 12y is a negative 72. And you get y is a negative 6. Either way, you're going to get a negative answer. All right. More of that on the next page. This is an honors algebra 2 test review way back in the day. Let's take a look at here. Got equation 1, got equation 2. The y's are opposites, and if I multiply the bottom equation by 4, I will get them to be, I mean, the y's are opposite signs. They're not exactly opposites until I multiply the bottom equation by 4. All right, so negative 20y, positive 20y. All right, I'm going to get 29x is equal to a negative 58. 29x is equal to a negative 58. X is a negative 2. X is a negative 2. Again, we're adding, so we're canceling the y's. 29x is a negative 58. X is a negative 2. All right, then I'm going to probably use equation 2 here because I don't want to mess with that negative 20y. I'm going to plug negative 2 in for x right here. I'm not equation 2. Oh, yeah, I'm using equation 2. Sorry. Plug a negative 2 in for x right here. 6 times negative 2 plus 5y is a negative 32. Negative 12 plus 5y is a negative 32. Add 12 to both sides and divide by 5. I think you guys can get that answer. All right, you can do it. I believe in you. Take a look at the second one here. Clear-cut case of substitution. So you know what y is. So 3y is equal to 5x plus 5. Dealing with distribution. Negative 3x minus 27 is 5x plus 5. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Negative 32 is 8x. X is a negative 4. Y is the opposite of x minus 4. Y is the opposite of x minus 9. So it's the opposite of negative 4 minus 9. Y is going to be a negative 5. You guys can finish that. Okay. Let's take a look at this next one. Negative 10x plus 4y is 7. 5x minus, or 2x minus 5y is 7. All right, so I want to get, if I multiply the bottom equation by 5, we'll get rid of the x's. Multiply the bottom equation by 5. And I get negative 21y is equal to 42. Y is a negative 2. 2x minus 5y is 7. 2x plus 10 is 7. Subtract 10 divided by 2. Remember, you get a decimal of 0.5. That's not a bad decimal. All right, so that can happen. All right, number 4. You could multiply the top one by 2, the bottom one by 3, and then you'd have negative 6y, positive 6y. They would cancel through addition. Or I can make x and 4x match up by multiplying the top equation by 4 and subtracting. All right, 4 minus 4 gives me 0, and they would cancel. Negative 12y minus 12y, or 2y, is a negative 14y. Negative 84 minus a negative 4 is negative 84 plus 4, which is negative 84. I'm going to divide, I get positive 6. So I'm definitely going to use equation 1 here. X minus 3y is a negative 22. X minus 18 is a negative 22. Add 18 to both sides, and you'll get your answer. Then they get interesting. All right, then they get interesting. Number 5. I want to get rid of this 3, so I'm going to multiply everything by 3. 3x plus 4y is 0. I want to get rid of 3 and 6, so I'm going to multiply by 6. 1x minus 6y is 132 over 3, which is 44. Then we've got to ask ourselves, what do we want to get rid of? Again, you can multiply this top one by 3, that bottom one by 2, and add. Or if I just triple the bottom, right, then I'll have 3x plus 4y is 0. 3x minus 18y is 132. 3x and 3x becomes 0 through subtraction. 4 minus a negative 18 is 22. 0 minus 32 is a 132 is a negative 132. I'm going to divide to get a negative 6. Negative 6 is a very pleasant answer. Plug it in right there. Be careful. It's going to be x minus 6 times negative 6 is equal to 44. Negative times a negative is a positive. X plus 36 is 44. X is 8. 9y plus 3x is equal to 18. I multiply the bottom equation by 3. I get negative 9x minus 8 minus 3x is negative 18. You multiply this by negative 1. It's the same equation twice, all right? How does a line intersect its, well, it always intersects itself. That's why it's all real numbers. So I'm adding, I get 0 equals 0, which is true. Again, true means all real numbers is my solution. All right, so this one, okay, so first off, before I show you the graph, on number 1, I want to rewrite it. I'm going to move the x over. Negative y greater than or equal to negative x minus 1. We're going to divide everything by negative 1. Everything is now positive, but you flip the sign. So it's y less than or equal to x plus 1. So here is, it's this one right here, okay? So you're going to put a dotted line, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, solid line, less than or equal to means you shade below, right? You shade below. Okay, on the last two here, I'm going to do them with you. All right, then on number 2, right over here, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Then I'm going to divide by negative 1. When I divide by negative 1, I flip the sign. This now becomes positive 3x minus 4. All right. So y-intercept of negative 4. I'm going to go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Solid line, and you're going to shade above. You're going to shade, sorry, I shade above. Anyway, all in here. That's the solution, all in here. I think this will be the hardest part of your quiz and then exam. All right, this was linear programming right here, which we did together. Yes, we did. This is most definitely linear programming. Number 13 that we did together. You could actually graph that and you could figure out what optimizes it. All right, number 12 here is a little bit easier. You have slope-intercept form right away. So, this is negative 3 up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up to, gosh, that's not good. Up 2 over 1, so it should be more like that. Solid, a solid line. You're gonna shade below. You're gonna shade below. Then I have y is less than or equal to negative 1 half x plus 2. Positive 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Solid line. You're gonna shade below. I highlighted this area twice. This area twice. And you guys, we can do well. Okay, we can do all right on this. I do believe. All right, again, pause this whenever. Oh, I think I might lie to them. I do the last two here as well. Maybe, let's see here. All right, let's take a look. The last two on this, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. You're gonna turn it in, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions. You're gonna turn it in and then staple it. Solve each system by the inequalities, not the systems of equations. All right, so this first one, positive 5, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Solid line, and we're going to shade below. We're going to shade below. All right, then negative 6 as your y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is why I should have just not done it. Should have done it just with you here. Down 1 over 4, right? And it's a dotted line. It's a dotted line, and then you shade above. You shade above. And I shaded this area and this area twice. That area twice. And lastly, here we go. Y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 4. We have a positive 4. We go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Solid line, less than or equal to means I shade below. This is an excellent quiz review. Man, it's a great quiz review. For your quiz, whenever I'll see you again. Negative 1 here, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Solid line. I'm going to shade above, greater than or equal to. Where did I highlight twice? I highlighted right here twice. Okay. Okay. Now, folks, action work again. You are going to turn this in a second, but then on a separate sheet of paper, and then you can go. Number one, Dad, buy Elsie. She bought that little kid Christmas shop. Kids get to buy their parents gifts. That's very nice. You're going to use this one right here, right next to Theodore. All right, that stapler. Use that one. The orange one works. The other one by the praying mantis is out. I have a few very, very easy questions for you. All right. 2x minus 11 is a negative 3. Solve that. 5 minus x less than or equal to negative 2. Be careful. Solve that. Number 3. 4 minus 3 times 2 minus 5 squared plus 4 times 1 plus 5. Solve that. And the fourth one. What are you going to do next year? What schools are you looking at? What trade are you looking at doing? Give me 3 things. What are you interested in doing next year? And then ultimately, what do you want to do as a career, as a vocation? What are your goals, all right? You want to have a job that gives you meaning and purpose. What is it? You want a livelihood. All right, that's it. You're going to answer those questions. You're going to staple it to your back of this and turn it into a top tray if you're on Friday. If not, you'll bring this on Monday. All right, if we're e-learning, okay? That is it. Yak Math Videos signing out.